Welcome back. 5:54, 57 cool degrees out. It's chilly, yes.
But refreshing, Chris.
It is refreshing. I think it's nice. The weekend was beautiful.
Yesterday was picture perfect.
It was picture perfect.
Thank you.
Perfect deep blue sky, not a cloud, nice temperatures. And today starts out kind of similar vein, but just a little chilly in the suburbs especially. 50s in the city, 30s and 40s in the suburbs. Look at the high temperature in the afternoon, 72 degrees. A sunny start, a cloudier finish to the day, but no rain to worry about. Gets a little breezy too in the mid to late afternoon, but very, very comfortable. The evening is fine too. Clouds thicken up and then showers will arrive probably near or just before midnight from west to east. Overnight showers, low of about 64, and then a few leftover showers maybe this time tomorrow morning, and then it should dry out again by tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow, a little bit warmer, so if you're unhappy with it being a little too cool, we'll warm it up just a bit. Skosh tomorrow. Maybe two skoshes tomorrow.
I heard that in a minute.
Thanks, Chris. All right.
Hi, guys. We have a couple of more problems happening out there. It always happens as the morning rush goes on, but we now have a disabled vehicle on the FDR Drive northbound out by 79th Street. Not really causing too much of a delay, though, but we're starting to see some delays on the Grand Central Parkway. Here's a live look at it out by LaGuardia Airport, where you'll see a lot of stop and go out there as you make your way past it, really heading into the BQE there. No reports of an accident yet, but it does look like something is happening. So as soon as I get the information, I'll get it right out to you.
Ruh-roh.
Oh, man. Thank you so much, Lauren.
Thanks.
All right, it's 5:55 right now on this Monday morning. The annual Tunnel to Towers run made its way from Brooklyn to Lower Manhattan this weekend. More than 20,000 people participated in yesterday's race. Among them, about 100 runners who were planning to take part in the Semper Fi charity run in Seaside Park on September 17th. You remember that event was canceled when a pipe bomb exploded just before the race began.
They were making such a big deal of us showing up. These guys are the real heroes. I mean, to be alongside of these guys in full gear, and I'm just in a t-shirt.
Yeah, the Tunnel to Towers run has been raising money for wounded veterans and first responders since 2002. Well, today's Britain's Prince William and Duchess Kate, they visit a Canadian rainforest.
It is the home of some rare white bears. Yesterday, the royals were greeted by Canada's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau in Vancouver. Then they were given an opportunity to meet with first responders at a Coast Guard station. William and Kate and the kids on an 8-day tour of Canada's west coast.
All right, very nice. Well, just ahead of 6, we continue our live coverage ahead of tonight's first presidential debate, including a preview of what we're going to hear the candidates spar over.
Plus, the Pope's visit to New York, one for the history books. Now that history is going on display for visitors to relive. You're watching Today New York.
When you were 8, you wanted to fly. When you were 13, to be a rock star. At 20, an artist. All these years later, you realize you had it right the first time. The 2016 Q50 from Infiniti. Lease the all-wheel drive Infiniti Q50 2-liter turbo for $299 a month. Visit your tri-state Infiniti retailer.
This is Anna, making dinner for her son, who's turned the kitchen into his personal playground. Anna enjoys the extra time with her son, even though she spends most of it trying not to trip over his toys. But despite this, Anna isn't frazzled, because she's using Goya yellow rice. A delicious side dish with a secret blend of onion, garlic, and other rich Latin flavors that's ready in just 2 quick steps. Goya yellow rice, the perfect side dish for real-life chefs. If it's Goya, it has to be good.
We were without jobs, and we didn't know what we were gonna do. As a New Yorker, you have to pay a lot. You know, you have mortgages, and you have property tax, and maintenance, water, electricity, all of that I have to pay for. And having Airbnb really helped us. I don't really know what we would have done without it. We're getting income into this neighborhood that otherwise we wouldn't have had. Home sharing has been an economic life preserver for us.
Highly advanced Audi A4. Experience the Audi A4 at your local dealer.
Head-to-head, millions are expected to watch the first of 3 presidential debates. Live pictures there at Hofstra. We're live on campus with a preview.
And the search for the men who viciously beat a man at a subway stop.
And losing a legend. The sports world mourning the death of Arnold Palmer. The day in New York starts now. Good morning, everyone. It's Monday morning. It is September 26th. I'm Darlene Rodriguez.
And I'm Pat Battle. Our Today in New York colleague Michael Gargiulo is at Hofstra University for tonight's presidential debate. Hey, Michael.
Always great to see you, Pat and Darlene. Good to be here. In just about 15 hours, this debate gets underway. It's going to be moderated by NBC Nightly News' Lester Holt, and we're going to have the very latest on all that's happening here for you coming up live.
All right. Thank you, Michael. Of course, tens of millions expected to tune in. They're talking like Super Bowl numbers.
That's right. Big numbers for sure.
Yeah.
We're going to check in with Michael in a bit. Meanwhile, let's get to Storm Team 4's Chris Cimino. Hey, Chris.
Hey, good morning. No pressure with that audience, right? All right. We've got temperatures this morning in the 30s and low 40s for our distant suburbs north and west, down to 33 now in Walpack, while it's 48 in High Point. Sparta's 47. California, you're in the 30s, though. 38 jumps 10 degrees to Scotch Plains, where it's 48 in the city, 57 right now. Most of Long Island in the low 50s, except out in the Pine Barrens. Notice now in West Hampton, it's down to 37 degrees. Skies are generally clear, fairly light breeze right now. It gets breezier as we go through time today, and the sun will start to mix with some clouds. So we jump from the 50s to the 60s by noon, upper 60s. Forecast high about 3 o'clock, 72 degrees. Then the clouds thicken up. That could lead to some rain. We'll time out the rain for you in just a little bit. She's timing out the commute for us always. Here's Lauren.
Thanks, Chris. Where we're seeing the worst of the delays right now is over on Route 1 and 9, so northbound in the Newark area before truck Route 1 and 9. This is in the local lanes. A disabled truck takes out the right lane, and you can see pretty extensive red in this area, so expect a very slow ride. Then heading over to the BQE, we had an earlier accident eastbound out by the LIE. That has since cleared, but you still have plenty of delays out there. This is out by Manhattan Avenue, so again, leave yourself a bit of extra time there, and we'll have more weather and traffic coming up on the 4s.
Lauren, thank you so much. It is 6:01 on this Monday morning, and there are 43 days left until Election Day. Today's the first debate between Democratic candidate Hillary Clinton and Republican Donald Trump.
They will, of course, square off at Hofstra University. The topics of discussion include achieving prosperity and securing America.
Well, Michael Gargiulo is anchoring our debate coverage on the campus of Hofstra University this morning. Michael.
Darlene and Pat, good morning from Hofstra. We're outside the Student Center. They actually had students who are out. These guys don't have classes today, but they came out today because they're interested in the debate that the university is hosting now for the 3rd straight time in a row. It is the biggest of debates with this race so close. There could be a record audience tonight. The record was 80 million back in 1980. It could be 100 million or more tonight. Both candidates taking time to meet privately with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu yesterday. This is their campaign sparred over special guests at the debate when word came out that Clinton had invited billionaire Trump foe Mark Cuban to sit in the front row. Trump then tweeted that he would invite Jennifer Flowers, who claimed she had a long-term affair with Bill Clinton.
Mr. Trump was putting them on notice that we could certainly invite guests that may get into the head of Hillary Clinton. But we have not invited her formally.
Mark Cuban is one of the business leaders who was never involved in partisan politics, who's endorsed Hillary because he thinks she'll do better for the economy.
Some students came out here today because they have serious concerns about the topics that may or may not be addressed tonight and the prominence they're given, and that is the issue of the shooting of African Americans by police that's happened throughout our country. These students came out here today to tell us they hope that it gets a very prominent role in tonight's debate.
We are here standing in solidarity with the Black Lives Matter movement, and we want to bring this issue to light to the media and to the Hofstra community.
All right, we're going to see if that happens when the debate starts tonight at 9 o'clock. Right now, though, we want to go to Kat Craig. She's just off campus, but that's where a lot of the rings of security are starting to be formed. Kat.
And Michael, we want to show you the vehicles that are pulled over right here on Hempstead Turnpike. They're actually customers of a Starbucks next door. So enjoy Hempstead Turnpike as much as you can because it actually will be shut down a little bit later today. We want to show you this map showing you the traffic closures. Some of them have already begun. It started 5 a.m. this morning and it'll last through midnight. Charles Lindbergh Boulevard, you see there, and Earl Ovington Boulevard will be closed. And then from noon through midnight, Hempstead Turnpike, where we are, will be closed closed to all traffic between Oak Street and Merrick Avenue. Oak Street will be closed from Hempstead Turnpike north to Westbury Boulevard. Even more police officers arrived to their assigned posts overnight. We saw them. We also saw metal barricades. They have been placed along Hempstead Turnpike. Nassau County police officials say they'll have extra officers at the event, at the debate, and they are expecting more than 10,000 protesters, a huge event. And some residents we've been talking with tell us that they're going to try and avoid this area as long as possible.
Lots of cops, yeah. Closing the streets, barricades all over the place.
And also, are you going to try to avoid this area?
Yes, I am.
How so? How are you going to try to avoid it?
Through inroads.
And Nassau police say the security detail for the presidential debate will be one of the biggest it has had in recent years. It is a big impact, you can imagine, Michael, on businesses around here. At least this Starbucks right here opens at 6 a.m. It stays open usually 11 o'clock at night, but today it'll actually close at noon because people won't be able to get to it because Hempstead Turnpike will be shut down. Michael, we'll send it back to you.
All right, Kat, thanks very much. So, Darlene and Pat, before we go back to you, I just was talking to the kids. They're happy there's no classes today. They're excited for the debate, but they're disappointed. None of them won the lottery to get the 300 or so tickets that were allotted to the university to get in the Max Sports Complex where the debate will actually be held. So they'll have to watch it on TV like so many millions of people.
Exactly, and that's what a lot of people be doing. People are actually planning debate parties, Michael, just like a Super Bowl party, debate watch.
Sit and watch it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Michael, looking at some of the kids behind you, there are a couple of different groups of people who have been protesting, correct?
Yeah, that's right. And we've had students here who say they are concerned about Black Lives Matter and the shootings of African Americans by police. They have been here all morning linking arms. We've had some students supporting Donald Trump. They've come out. Students supporting Hillary Clinton's come out. So we've had everybody out here with an interest in what's happening tonight.
Yeah, Kat Craig pointing out they're expecting 10,000 protesters from various and assorted groups out there later on today. All right, Michael Gargiulo, thank you so much. We'll see you in a little bit.
All right, depend on News 4 for extensive coverage of tonight's debate. Watch our report, News 4 New York Debate Night, tonight at 7. Then don't miss the presidential debate, of course, on News 4 at 9. Lester Holt will moderate.
It's time now for a check of weather and traffic. Let's get to Mr. Cimino.
Well, good morning, ladies. We're starting out kind of chilly today, especially in the suburbs. We start out in Fairfield County, Connecticut. You can see some numbers down in the low 40s. Reading's 41. It's 45 in Stratford, 39 in Stamford. Greenwich, I'm not sure about that temp at 57, but it's 57 in the park right now, tending to be the mildest spot, but the city holds on to the heat. A lot of low 50s out across Long Island, debate territory there, and low 50s along the Jersey Shore, but it's 40s and 30s interior New Jersey, up through the Hudson Valley as well, same scenario. It's nice and clear to start today, so it will be a bright sunny day to start, but the clouds start to thicken up a little bit later on this afternoon. Cold front out to the west. That's that line of showers you see out here. That arrives overnight tonight. So no rain today, no rain this evening. It's really once we get past 10 or 11 o'clock. 57 right now in the park. East wind picking up a bit at 7. It will get breezier as we go through time today. Sunshine mixing with clouds, 68 by noon. By the mid to late afternoon, that's the high for the day at 72. We'll talk more about the rain chances in our 10-day forecast. Let's get the latest for you heading out the door. The commute, how's it looking?
Thanks, Chris. As far as mass transit goes, things look pretty good this morning. Here's your commuter checklist. Major commuter lines and subways operating without delays or service changes. But we'll take a live look outside at the Alexander Hamilton Bridge, where you can see there in the right lane or really right shoulder, you can see there is an accident with plenty of flashing lights. Now, it's not causing too much of a delay, but I'll let you know if that changes. Then heading over to the Belt Parkway, we do have delays out there. We had reports of an earlier accident not all that far from here in the westbound lane, so that could be some residual delays from that. But if not, just plenty of congestion this morning by Lefferts Boulevard. Alternate side of the street parking rules are in effect, and we'll have more weather and traffic coming up on the 4s.
Lauren, thank you. 6:08 right now. Police are investigating an attack inside a subway station. The men are caught on camera viciously beating a man on the platform, at one point using brass knuckles. Today, New York's Tracy Strahan's at the Columbus Circle station with the latest on the search. Tracy, good morning.
Well, Darlene, good morning to you. This happened about 24 hours ago down below and in plain sight right on the platform. Authorities say they're on the hunt this morning for 2 men who not only assaulted their victim, but they were able to rob him. Take a look at the security video that police are circulating in hopes of finding those men. You can see the man in the gray hooded sweatshirt and baggy pants tugging at his 25-year-old victim's arm around Sunday around 5 o'clock in the morning. This came after he and his partner knocked that man to the ground. And you can see his partner there in the gray t-shirt and black jeans near the subway steps. Authorities say they were able to rob their victim of cash, a watch, and his headphones before they fled on a southbound A train. As we bring you back live to Columbus Circle, you can see this is an area where there is a constant police presence here. All of these police cars as well as an officer here. So they're wondering why no one was able to help that man sooner. Again, this happened Sunday morning around 5 o'clock in the morning. Anyone who knows who those two men could be is asked to contact police immediately. Back to you.
Tracy Strahan. Tracy, thank you.
In the next hour, members of the NYPD will return to Brooklyn to confront Mayor de Blasio. Last month, they chanted "one-term mayor" as he left a Park Slope cafe. Today, they're going to protest outside de Blasio's gym in that neighborhood. Police officers have been without a contract for 6 years now. The city's offering them an 11% raise over 7 years, and the officers complain that that is not a fair deal.
In a few hours, the man at the center of the George Washington Bridge lane closure trial should be back on the witness stand. David Wildstein appeared Friday. He said his role at the Port Authority was to play the heavy to advance Governor Chris Christie's interests. Wildstein pleaded guilty to conspiring to close access lanes to the bridge as political revenge. 2 other former officials are on trial for their alleged roles in the plot. All right, 6:10, still ahead, a News 4 exclusive. The man brutally slashed on the D train, opening up to News 4 about his frightening ordeal for the first time.
Plus, the Pope's visit to New York was so special. Now you're going to be able to relive the entire event. We'll explain how when we come back.
And your weather and traffic on the 4s is coming up. You're watching Today in New York.
Jeff and Karen just got new neighbors.
Hi.
We're the Joneses.
Before the Joneses.
Kinko's was bananas. It often is.
After the Joneses.
Our neighbors are spies.
Take the essentials.
This is a 2,000-piece puzzle.
On October 21st.
This is a national security situation. We need your help.
When the Joneses move in, you better keep up.
Hello, sweetie. No, the cookies are for both of you.
Just split the cookie! Split the cookie!
Keeping up with the Joneses. Rated PG-13.
Honda knows you expect a lot from your car. But we wanted to give you even more. So we gave the Civic, the best-selling car in its class, even more horsepower, more room than ever, and a stylish new exterior. Introducing the new Civic, the 2016 North American Car of the Year. Nothing compares to a Honda.
DD Perks members, cozy up this fall with a medium hot or iced latte or macchiato for $1.99. Sip salty and sweet with our new salted caramel macchiato, or drink in the classic taste of pumpkin. America runs on Dunkin'.
Old Fort Niagara has been a fort longer than our country has been a country. And that's not the only thing you can only find in New York State. You can find it all, only in New York State. New York, it's all here. It's only here. Plan your fall getaway today at iloveny.com.
A masterpiece reimagined. An incomparable new voice. A powerhouse cast. Don't miss Academy Award nominee Diane Lane in The Cherry Orchard on Broadway. Previews begin September 15th.
Some things are simply impossible to ignore. The strikingly designed Lexus NX Turbo and Hybrid, the SUV that dares to go beyond utility. Lease the all-wheel drive 2016 NX Turbo for $329 a month for 36 months. See your Lexus dealer.
It's no surprise. The Voice just won its 3rd Emmy. Now see why critics say Miley and Alicia are the coaches you've been waiting for.
Look at him on his pose.
The Voice, all new tonight and tomorrow at 8, 7 Central on NBC.
Tonight, Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump,
The debate the nation's been waiting for. NBC's Lester Holt moderates the first presidential debate. Tonight at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific, live on NBC.
.614 right now. Good morning. I'm Michael Gargiulo at Hofstra University. Here's 4 things to know about the first presidential debate tonight. Tonight's debate will start at 9 p.m. It's going to run until 10:30. There will be no commercial breaks. NBC's Lester Holt is moderating. Democrats and Republicans have sparred over whether Holt should serve as a fact checker, but the head of the Commission on Presidential Debates said he should not. Going into the debate, a new Washington Post poll released today shows voters are split, 46% for Clinton, 44% for Trump, and Hofstra University is the only university ever to host 3 consecutive presidential debates.
And obviously proud of it. All right, it's 6:14. We're looking at temperatures starting out this morning on the chilly side. Some of the chilliest numbers we've had so far this early fall season. Some 30s and 40s out there. In the city, we're in the mid-50s. More clouds are going to build in after a sunny start to the day, but it's a nice day. Not a problem. The breeze picks up a little bit. Showers will arrive, though, later on tonight, probably after 11 or so at night from west to east, and then overnight into early tomorrow morning. Could be some wet weather around. A touch warmer, though, by tomorrow afternoon as temperatures climb well into the 70s, we think. Chilly to the north this morning. Sullivan, Ulster, Dutchess County, so chilly that there's a frost advisory in effect till 8 a.m. Some of those deeper valleys with that colder air, it's kind of dense, it settles in. There could be a little smattering of frost around. That would be about it. Up there right now, we're looking at 39 in Hopewell Junction. It's 40 in Kingston, 37 Washingtonville, Val's Gate at 42. Now you get towards the city, a little bit milder at 57 degrees, but definitely jackets and sweaters north and west. 30 Sussex, Morristown, Bridgewater, low 40s. Down along the Jersey Shore in the lower 50s this morning. You can see the skies generally clear to start, so a nice bright sunny start to the day. But again, notice some clouds gathering out to the west of us, and they'll mix with our sunshine at times. But the rain, the nearest we can find, is across northwest Ohio this morning. That will eventually move in our direction as that cold front gets closer and closer. So it's a mild day today after a chilly start. 72 the expected high temperature. Very nice with sunshine giving way to some clouds towards the end of the day. Breezy overnight tonight and damp, not as chilly with a low of 64, and the showers move in, as I said, anywhere from 10 to midnight from west to east, and then overnight on and off showers. Nothing especially heavy anticipated. Showers around tomorrow morning, and then exiting from west to east, a clearing trend. See some sunshine back in the picture in the afternoon. A little bit warmer too. Your high temperature 77. Wednesday, kind of a changeable sky. I think more clouds than sun, and then a couple of showers moving back into the picture, especially later in the afternoon, especially south and east of the city. Mid 70s. We cool it into the 60s Thursday and Friday, and we'll see some on and off rain both of those days. So kind of a soggy end to the month of September. We do need the rain, still in a big time deficit. And you can see this 10 days got a few rain chances in it. Not today, dry, 72. 77 tomorrow, rain chances in the morning. And then the rain chance on Wednesday is later in the afternoon and evening. And then just about any time Thursday and Friday, damp and dreary, temperatures in the upper 60s with on and off showers. And a few showers could linger into at least early Saturday before it dries out, just in time for the latter half of the weekend. A little after 6:17, Lauren Scalistani-Bob with the latest on your commute.
I have some updates. Some new things came in right now. We have delays on Uptown Q trains. That is new. Otherwise, the subways and major commuter lines look good. But if you're getting on the roads, this is still the worst of the problems. Route 1 and 9 in the local lanes northbound, just before truck route 1 and 9. You do have a disabled truck there that takes out the right lane. So delays are very heavy through here. They go back to 78 at this point. So something to keep in mind. Then heading over to the Whitestone Bridge, there is an accident southbound or heading towards Queens. That's in the center lane. Delays are building across the span here. And then we'll take a live look outside at the Van Wyck Expressway, where you'll see southbound very congested and slow going as you make your way through the Kew Gardens interchange there. So no reports of any accidents, just plenty of people on the roads. Same story over on the West Shore Expressway, a very slow ride. This is northbound by exit 5. Delays go back past Arden Ave, which is the next exit. But once you get past this, it opens up. So not 100% sure what's causing that, but just expect delays. Alternate side of the street parking rules are in effect, and we'll have more weather and traffic ahead on the 4s.
All right, Lauren, thank you. Well, now to a News 4 exclusive. The man who was slashed last week on the subway is now telling us about his terrifying ordeal. We showed you video of Najib Malouf bleeding on a D train in Midtown. He says his staring match with another rider escalated to violence. Malouf was stabbed repeatedly. He says he's grateful that police arrested a suspect named Michael McKenzie.
He could have punched me so easily, you know, and knocked me down probably. But he didn't. He chose to, he's a coward. Yeah. So, and he deserves to be in jail.
Malouf didn't want to show his face on camera. He is recovering from wounds on his arm, body, and face.
A Good Samaritan is being credited with rescuing 8 people from a burning boat near Sandy Hook, New Jersey. A photo shows what was left of that 40-foot recreational boat before it sank. The Coast Guard says the 8 people who were rescued were treated for minor injuries. No word yet on what caused that boat to catch fire.
Police officers across New York State will be stepping out of their patrol cars and walking beats. The state spending $13 million in grants for extra foot patrols in high crime hotspots in 17 counties. It is part of a national effort to build better relations between police and communities of color.
A Boston University student is missing in New York City, and police are hoping you can help find him. He is 25-year-old Zachary Kamhi. These photos were taken of him 8 days ago, just before he vanished. Kamhi suffers from bipolar disorder, and friends say he went into a manic episode before he left the W Hotel on the East Side. He left without a cell phone or any identification.
Happening today, a very special event to celebrate Pope Francis's historic visit to New York. It was 1 year ago yesterday when Pope Francis celebrated Mass at Madison Square Garden in front of 20,000 people. Well, today a new exhibit will be unveiled that recognizes the Mass as one of the garden's defining moments. The exhibit will include the official liturgy book, commemorative tickets, and other items from that night.
It is 6:20 on a Monday morning, and still ahead. First it was your computer, then the phone. Now you can post on social media using these, a pair of glasses. You're watching Today in New York.
All week, Steve Harvey is rolling out something big, real big. Steve's Cash Card Giveaway Week is changing the game for game-changing women.
Make it rain.
Everyone wins.
Today at 2 on NBC for New York.
Just before the big debate, elect to laugh with Ellen and Bill O'Reilly.
He said, I'm thinking about running for president. And I said, of what country?
Plus a new side of Leah Michelle.
Did the stylist not show up, or?
Today at 3 on NBC for New York.
Moving on in. That's it.
Available 8-inch touchscreen navigation with rear view camera, auto emergency braking, and America's best warranty. The 2017 Elantra.
Wow, I like this one.
All right, moving on out.
Better is the reason to buy Hyundai.
Did you see us doing the whole thing? We were backed it up. That's a good car.
Get the 2017 Elantra for just $109 a month for 36 months with $23.68 due at signing. Hurry, this offer ends September 30th.
I was born this way. Always misunderstood because I'm different. People assumed because I'm green, I'm wicked. I discovered that by using my brain, my courage, and my heart, one day even I could defy them all.
Everyone loves a great steak, but undercooking and overcooking is a problem, and you can't cook outside year-round. Now you can get perfect results like these any time of the year. Introducing the Tefal OptiGrill, the world's first indoor grill that indicates the level of cooking. So your steaks, chicken, and seafood are grilled to perfection every single time, all year long. Plus, the large grilling surface is ideal for all your family meals. Get your OptiGrill at these fine retailers.
For the ultimate protection for your vehicle's floor, you need WeatherTech floor liners. Get complete coverage of your floor, including the front, middle, back, and even up the sides. And our cargo liners are also laser measured for a perfect fit. Nothing protects like WeatherTech. Order yours today at WeatherTech.com. WeatherTech. Complete protection, completely American made.
The candidates, the issues, the debate goes back and forth.
We stay rock steady, making a difference every single day.
We're New York City public school teachers.
Challenging minds.
Motivating dreams.
Encouraging excellence. Because rock steady means never letting up.
Parents in the community are pitching in.
Together we can build great public schools.
In every neighborhood, for every child.
Passion and promise in our public schools. The United Federation of Teachers.
Today's traffic report is brought to you by the Jeep Celebration event going on now.
With great power comes legendary capability. Now get 20% off MSRP cash allowance for an average of $7,600 in savings on select Jeep Cherokee Trailhawk models in dealer stock.
Hey, some new shades are on the way for Snapchat users. They're called spectacles. Oh, it's original. The company says that with the tap of a button, the glasses will allow you to record up to 10 seconds of video. Snapchat says it's a way to record an experience and see it again the same way you remember it. No word on when they'll be released. Snapchat only says they'll be available soon. They're going to cost you $130 for those memories.
You can see the letters coming home from school already, right?
Yeah. No Snapchat
Has
glasses.
their glasses on, acting like they're paying attention.
Videotaping the teacher, videotaping the girl next to them. I can see that
don't do all that.
No. 130, that's not bad. That's
no.
I want Snapchat to bring the bee back, but that's a whole other issue.
Yeah, you.
Oh, the bee! I love the bee.
I love the. They got rid of the bee.
It's good.
I'm asking for the bee here publicly. I want the bee back.
He does.
Small things in life. Anyway, if you're doing a little pollinating today, plan on it starting out rather chilly. 56 right now in Chelsea, 52 in Hoboken. Not much left to pollinate out there, in all honesty. 30s and 40s, though, distant suburbs. Down to 36 in Poughkeepsie right now. That's one of the colder numbers I find. 37 Sussex and Morristown. Nice bounce back to the temperatures, though, after that chilly start. Sunshine mixing with some clouds. Late breezy, 72, the expected high. So, again, you need the shades early and the jackets early, but that's about it. No umbrellas needed until later tonight, probably after 11 or 12 o'clock midnight. Showers break out at a low temperature of 64. Tomorrow starts out maybe a little damp, but actually a little warmer tomorrow afternoon. We'll talk more about that coming up in the next half hour.
Okay. Thank you, Chris. Lauren, I put the seat warmer on my car this morning.
You did. I had mine on over the weekend.
Did you really?
Yeah, it definitely was cold. But at least the roads are warming up. Maybe that's not a good thing because we have problems out there. But we also just got an update on the trains. So for path commuters, delays on the Newark to World Trade Center line right now. Otherwise, major commuter lines are doing okay. We also have delays on Uptown Q trains. Then we'll take a live look outside at the roads that are heating up. There's the Whitestone Bridge. Moving on a little bit better right now, but we do have an accident Queensbound that blocks the center lane. So expect a slow ride here. Maybe head over to the Throgs Neck Bridge instead.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks, Lauren. All right, 6:25. Coming up next, our presidential debate coverage continues with Michael Gargiulo at Hofstra University.
I am here at the Student Center at Hofstra University. The university is up and alive and getting ready for tonight's big debate that could be watched by 100 million people. We're going to have much more as Today in New York continues.
Today's local weather is brought to you by your local Chevy dealers. Check out the all-new 2016 Malibu at ChevyOffers.com.
It's not too big and it's not too small.
Chevrolet's crossovers come in 3 sizes: Trax, Equinox, and Traverse.
Who wants to sit in it?
I do.
Shotgun.
Oh, wow.
This car matches me. I like this.
It's a perfect fit.
Get more than you expect for less than you imagine from the Chevrolet crossover family.
Current qualified competitive lessees can get this Chevy Equinox for around $199 a month. Visit your local Chevy dealer.
Checkmate. Checkmate. Checkmate.
Critics agree Queen of Katwe is not to be missed.
Fiona, never give up.
It'll make you stand up and cheer. Don't let anything stand in your way.
The small one can become the big one.
Queen of Katwe. Rated PG.
Imagine transforming your home into a Showtime binge palace. Presto! Now you can with this brand new offer. Call 866-200-7122 now and get 60 meg internet and Showtime. Stream to all of your devices for $49.95 a month with no annual contract for 1 year. As the #1 choice of internet service in our area, only Optimum gives you fast and reliable internet that delivers unlimited access to everything Showtime has to offer, like Paddington, House of Lies, The Affair, Dexter, and the ever-enchanting Ray Donovan at $49.95 a month for the year. Call now, because this kind of offer will vanish before your eyes. Call 866-200-7122 and get internet at 60 megs and Showtime for $49.95 a month for the year, so you can watch billions at home and get Wi-Fi on the go. Call 866-200-7122 now. Optimum. Let's connect more.
Let the games begin. Experience the power, the passion, and the pageantry of medieval times. For a limited time, kids are free. Visit medievaltimes.com for details.
This is the last place you'd expect us to talk about staying connected with state-of-the-art technology. Or wow you with a massive touchscreen. Then again, you probably didn't think you'd need your survival skills back on the road either. Jeep Cherokee. Conquer all the world's most challenging places. Celebrating 75 years of the most awarded SUV lineup ever. Or get 20% off MSRP cash allowance for an average of $7,600 in savings on select Cherokee Trailhawk models and dealer stock.
Turn on News 4 and get weather and traffic on the 4s with Chris Cimino and Lauren Scala. Weekday mornings only on Today in New York.
Right now, a live look where student volunteers are up early at Hofstra University ahead of the first presidential debate. We have a preview this morning.
Plus, a beat down on the train caught on camera, and police need your help to find the men who did this.
And what went wrong during the emergency alert during the search for the Chelsea bomber? Today in New York starts now. Good morning, everybody. Monday morning, it is September 26th. I'm Darlene Rodriguez.
And I'm Pat Battle. Today, New York's Michael Gargiulo is out at Hofstra University, and we're just hours away from the presidential debate. Michael.
We sure are, Pat and Darlene. Good morning. We're here at the Student Center, and coming up, we're going to be talking about the toughest task for both these candidates, and that is persuading the dwindling number of undecided voters to vote for them. We're going to have that coming up for you guys.
All right, Michael, thank you. And now to Storm Team 4's Chris Cimino with today's weather headlines. Hey, Chris.
Hey, good morning, guys. Nice looking morning out there. We'll start out bright and sunny, but boy, it's chilly. Temperatures are down in the 40s through a good portion of New Jersey. 45 Manalapan, 48 in Sayreville, 41 Hillsborough, Woodbridge also in the upper 40s. You get towards the coast, a little milder. Keyport's 53 as it is in Point Pleasant, but even down in Toms River, it's 44. In the park, we're at 57 right now. A lot of 30s northwest New Jersey, portions of the Hudson Valley, interior Connecticut, and the far east end of Long Island. West Hampton, you're down to 37 degrees. You can see, though, generally a clear sky, just a few high patchy clouds, kind of a pretty sunrise out there. It'll be a nice looking start to the day. We'll build in a few more clouds a little bit later, keeping an eye on these showers out to the west. They'll get in here tonight, not during the day today. We're fine. We break it down this way. Still cool and bright at noon. Gets a little breezy, 68. Forecasting a high today in the low 70s as the cloud cover thickens toward the evening hours. More details on the rain in a bit. Let's get the latest on the commute. If you're heading out the door, here's Lauren.
Thanks, Chris. Good morning. You can see things getting very colorful on the maps, and we're getting more and more reports of accidents out there on the roads. One just came in southbound on the Deegan out by Van Cortlandt Park South, so you can see delays go back into Westchester County right now into Yonkers, so leave yourself time there. Then heading over to Route 1 and 9 northbound, this disabled truck in the local lanes just before truck Route 1 and 9 is still out there in the right lane. Delays go back to 78. It's jamming up the express lanes as well, so maybe avoid that area altogether. We'll have more weather and traffic coming up on the 4s.
Okay, Lauren, thank you. 6:31 right now, and with only 43 days left until the November election, today's the one-on-one voters have been waiting for.
Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton on stage together for the first time tonight for the first presidential debate happening at Hofstra University on Long Island.
That's where we find today in New York's Michael Gargiulo. Michael, good morning.
Darlene, good morning. So much excitement here. I mean, it's hard to believe. At 3:30 in the morning, this campus was up. Students were here. They're coming to the Student Center. They're watching various newscasts from around the world that have set up shop here in anticipation of the big debate tonight. And they're here very simply because the stakes just could not be higher. They're the candidates who will be on stage tonight trying to persuade, as we said, that dwindling number of undecided voters to make up their minds and make it up for them. Analysts say the candidates each bring different strengths and different weaknesses to the debate. Hillary Clinton, knowledgeable about policy, but could get too detailed and lose people. Donald Trump showed that he could top 16 other Republicans in previous debates, but this is the first time he's going to be one-on-one with just one other candidate for 90 minutes. Now, all this is being watched by a whole country of voters, but also by young voters, some of whom here at Hofstra are going to cast their ballot for the first time.
It's definitely a difficult election to decide who I want to vote for. It's my first ever election voting.
Who's going to be able to solve, the main issues like healthcare, the economy, and basically education itself to help improve education around the country.
So that's some of the young people who've been getting up early, and they've been out here, and they are very, very interested in what's going on. But we're here on campus. We want to go just off campus to Kat Craig, who's been watching major security precautions that are being set up. Kat, really unprecedented security for this type of debate.
And Michael, I know there's a lot of energy, excitement where you are around this neighborhood. We're over by Cunningham Avenue and the Hempstead Turnpike. A lot of anxiety with people who live around here, who are going to work, wondering what it'll be like when they come home. We want to show you this map because the road closures have begun. They started at 5 a.m. and they last through midnight. This is what you see here. Charles Lindbergh Boulevard and Earl Ovington Boulevard closed at this very moment. And then from noon through midnight, Hempstead Turnpike, where we are, will be closed to all traffic between Oak Street and Merrick Avenue. Oak Street will be closed from Hempstead Turnpike north to Westbury Boulevard. We have seen so many police officers, even more officers arrived to their assigned posts overnight. Metal barricades have been placed along Hempstead Turnpike. Nassau County, the police department, says it'll have extra officers at the event, at the debate tonight, and they are expecting more than 10,000 protesters. We just talked with one woman who lives and works in this area. She, like others, are concerned about what the commute will be like later on.
YORK sent out a general email, global email to all of the employees and advised us of what's going to be, the traffic, wear your ID, wear your uniform, so that they'll know we have a reason to come down that block.
So you're in the thick of it?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
And the Nassau County Police Department says the security detail for the presidential debate at Hofstra will be one of the biggest it has had in recent years. It is a big impact, quite frankly, Michael, to some of the businesses around here. The gas station down the street, it expects extremely low business because Hempstead Turnpike will shut down at noon. And then this Starbucks will actually close at noon because they don't expect any customers a little bit later on when the Turnpike closes. Back to you, Michael.
All right, Kat, thanks very much. So, Darlene and Pat, the countdown is on here at Hofstra.
Michael, before you go, the debate format, there's a time limit on the questions. Talk to us a little bit about how that's going to work.
Yeah, really interesting. 6 15-minute segments. The moderator asks one candidate a question. They get 2 minutes to answer. Then the opponent gets 2 minutes. Then, in each section, Darlene, there's 10 minutes of basically conversation and debate. And that's going to be very, very interesting because we really haven't seen that in the previous debates in the primary season. That's going to be free form. And it'll be interesting to see how Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump react to each other during that 10-minute section.
That'll be the sections to look for. All right, Michael. Great to talk to you. Talk to you in a bit. Thank you.
All right, and that's why so many people will be watching. And depend on News 4 for extensive coverage of tonight's debate. You can watch our special report, News 4 New York Debate at Night. That's tonight at 7. And then don't miss the presidential debate right here on News 4. That begins at 9 p.m. Lester Holt, as Michael mentioned, will be moderating.
All right, time for weather and traffic right now. It's 6:36 on this Monday morning, and we head over to Chris Cimino. Good morning.
Good morning. It's brightening up out there. Sun is up, and temperatures will gradually bounce back from chilly levels, but it's chilly through the next few hours, that's for sure. 48 in Melville right now. West Islip, you're at 51, 49 in Sayville. So much of Long Island's upper 40s to the low 50s, except out in the Pine Barrens where it's 37 right now in West Hampton. Then you see 30s, places like Danbury, Poughkeepsie, Sussex, Morristown, chilly mid-30s at that. And north and west of town, it's quite chilly in the city, not too bad in the mid and upper 50s, but everybody will bounce back nicely this afternoon. But again, Sullivan, Ulster, Dutchess County, well to the north. We have a frost advisory in effect until 8 a.m. There could be a little smattering of light frost. I don't think a heavy hard frost there, but a light frost certainly possible in a few of those deeper valleys. Right now, we're starting out in the city with some sunshine, 57 degrees, east wind at 7 miles per hour. Sun will mix with more clouds as we go through the day, and the breeze will pick up too. Upper 60s by noon, will be in the low 70s by 3 o'clock. That should be the high for the day. Then we've got to watch the chances for some rain in the 10-day. We'll get to that in a little bit. What are we watching on the commute so far, Lauren?
Let's start with mass transit and the trains. We still have delays out there on Uptown Q trains, as well as delays on the path, the Newark to World Trade Center line only, though. If you're getting on the roads, you're going to see some delays on the New York State Thruway southbound. There are reports of an accident out by the Garden State Parkway, so delays continue to build out there. Then heading over to the BQE westbound out before you get to Metropolitan Avenue, you can see you have an accident out here in the left lane, so it's a slow go in this direction, and then eastbound is very congested like usual. And then alternate side of the street parking rules, they are in effect today. We'll have more weather and traffic coming up on the 4s.
All right, Lauren, thank you. Happening right now, the search for a group of men who beat up a man inside the Columbus Circle subway station. All of it was caught on surveillance video. Today, New York's Tracy Strahan is outside that station now with the latest. Good morning, Trace.
Well, Darlene, good morning to you. This is something that was unfair from the start. You had 2 against 1. One of the suspects that police are looking for armed with brass knuckles. And this morning, they want to know who did it. Take a look at this video for yourself. It was captured on security camera video around 5 o'clock Sunday morning. Now, you see that man in the gray hooded sweatshirt and the baggy pants tugging at the arm of his 25-year-old victim. This comes after that man and his partner knocked the man to the ground, punched him, and kicked him right on the subway platform. Now, that video then captures a good image of his partner wearing that gray t-shirt and black jeans right near the subway steps. Now, they were able to make off with $350. The suspect's watch, as well as his headphones, I should say the victim's headphones, but then they fled on a southbound A train. Now, that man, during that beatdown, suffered cuts, lacerations, even bruises. He was taken to a local hospital where he is expected to make a full recovery, according to police. But they do want to know who was behind that attack, Darlene. That's why they're asking everyone to view that videotape that's on our website, NBCNewYork.com. Back to you.
Tracy Strahan at Columbus Circle. Thank you, Tracy.
Police in Paterson, New Jersey say they are still looking for a shooting suspect who escaped their custody. They tell us he was arrested after a shooting on Governor and Carroll Streets yesterday afternoon. And somehow he slipped out of a patrol car while he was being taken to police headquarters. He could still be handcuffed. Police have not released the name of that suspect or a picture of him.
Senator Chuck Schumer wants you to get a suspect's photo along with any emergency phone message you might get. 1 week ago, you probably received this notice on your cell phone. It gave you the name of the suspected Chelsea bomber. Then it told you to look somewhere else for the picture. Well, Schumer's now calling on federal regulators to upgrade that system. He wants those texts to be available to include photos and video as well. 6:40 right now. The annual Tunnel to Towers run took on added significance this year.
More than 20,000 people participated yesterday. They walked or ran from Brooklyn to Lower Manhattan, and among them, about 100 runners who were planning to take part in the Semper Fi charity run in Seaside Park back on the 17th of September. That event, of course, canceled when a pipe bomb exploded along the route just before the race began.
We said, hey, let's have them come here and join us and run, shoulder to shoulder.
It was really amazing. Everybody was so nice.
The Stephen Siller Tunnel to Tower Run has been raising money to help wounded veterans and first responders since 2002.
All right, 6:40 right now. A stunning death. Major League Baseball shocked by the tragic death of a Miami Marlins pitcher.
Up in front of their dugouts.
And we will have your weather and traffic on the 4s coming up. You're watching Today in New York.
Stay a step ahead and get it first on 4. Stefan Holt, Natalie Pascarella, and Storm Team 4's Dave Price. Your new team at 4 p.m.
Together, we can prepare for what's ahead.
Together, we're for New York.
Tuesday at 6.
Free Wi-Fi for those who can't afford it. That's what the city promised.
Too many New Yorkers do not have access to internet.
So why are these Wi-Fi kiosks mainly in the wealthiest neighborhoods? The I-Team investigates.
Tuesday at 6.
Critics are raving about Deepwater Horizon. It's masterful, stunning. Director Peter Berg cranks up the tension. Trust me, you're not gonna die. It's a must-see. Deepwater Horizon, rated PG-13, Friday.
How would you sum up this car in one word?
Swanky.
Sexy. Sexy.
Luxurious.
Classy.
Fast, sporty,
Sharp.
innovative. Sleek luxury sedan.
Okay, that's more than one word.
This is the all-new 2016 Chevy Malibu.
That's impressive.
Where's the local dealer around here?
Current qualified competitive lessees can get this Chevy Malibu LT for around $199 a month. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Fios is not cable. We're wired differently. So we wired the Wagner's house with 100 meg internet, which means that in the time it takes Mrs. Wagner's car to arrive for the airport, she can use Fios to download the movie Up in the Air to watch while she's up in the air. That's the power of fiber optics. And right now, get our best offer ever. Super fast 100 meg internet TV and phone for just $69.99 per month online. Cable can't offer internet speeds this fast at a price this good. Only Fios can.
Halloween excitement is back at Dunkin' with a dozen donuts for $6.99. Drizzled, decorated, and all dressed up for the season. Share the fun with a dozen donuts for $6.99. America runs on Dunkin'.
The 2016 Nissan Altima. An IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus. With forward emergency braking that could stop for you. Take on sudden stops in Nissan Sentra, Altima, and Maxima with intelligent safety shield technologies. Get to your local Nissan store today for a low $159 per month lease or save up to $4,250 on the 2016 Altima.
Welcome back, 6:44. It's a cool, crisp, autumnal-like Monday morning out there. Starting out fairly bright, though. Chilly, a lot of 30s and 40s in the suburbs. In the city, we're in the 50s right now. More clouds are going to build on in as we go through the day today, so you'll need the shades early, then the clouds will take over by day's end. Showers arrive tonight. I think the evening hour is still basically dry. It's once we get past about 10 or 11 o'clock from west to east, we'll start to see some showers break out, and they should be out of here by late tomorrow morning. Then a touch warmer by tomorrow afternoon. Mid and upper 50s in and around the city right now, down to 52 in Farmingdale, but it's 37 out in West Hampton, 37 in Danbury, 36 Poughkeepsie, 37 Sussex. So around the far fringes here, we're seeing 30s. Then you get closer to the city, it's 40s. And then in town, notice temperatures generally in the 50s. But certainly jacket-wearing weather and sweater-wearing weather in those suburbs. We're starting out generally in the clear. We've got a few high clouds out there early on this morning, setting up for a nice-looking sunrise. But again, more clouds will build in as we go through time today. Eventually, this front out to the west with some shower and thunderstorm activity is going to come knocking. It will arrive here overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. Watching the tropics again, this is a system, an area of disturbed weather out there. It will probably get its act together over the next 24 to 48 hours. We're going to watch that one as it moves towards the west-northwest, and it could intensify over the next few, but we've got some time. In the meanwhile, we're looking at just sunshine today, mixing with some high clouds on Future Tracker by the afternoon hours. Then notice by 9 o'clock in the evening, as the debate gets going, just a cloudy sky. Where's the rain? Out in Pennsylvania. It does make its move towards us as it weakens overnight. Between about 11 and midnight or so, I think it arrives, and then you can see 3, 4 o'clock in the morning over the city. And then it's east of Long Island by about 9 o'clock, so pretty quick mover. Then this front's going to throw on the brakes. So that means the cloud line lingers just about from the city on south and east. I think we'll get some sun in here tomorrow, though. Notice further north and west, lots of sunshine. The showers come very close. Could brush across eastern Long Island later on tomorrow night, even on to Wednesday. I think that may be overdone a bit on Wednesday. However, showers could push back into the picture later Wednesday evening, and then on and off rain likely for Thursday and Friday. But today, enjoy it while we have it. Sunshine giving way to just a few clouds later on in the day. 72 the expected high. See most folks give or take 1 or 2 degrees, generally in the lower 70s. Tonight, not as chilly because of the cloud cover, and then some showers overnight, about 64 in the city. Notice 50s north and west, no 40s, no 30s showing up. However, after the 77 tomorrow, the trend will be back down with the temperature. 75 Wednesday with a few showers, only in the upper 60s, breezy and damp. On and off rain Thursday, Friday. Saturday, a few showers early. It should dry out later. 70, and Sunday looks pretty good right now with a mix of sun and clouds and temperatures close to the 70-degree mark. It's almost 6:47. Let's find out about the commute right now from Lauren.
Thanks, Chris. Delays on the Q train cleared, but we still have delays out there for path commuters on the Newark to World Trade Center line. Now, if you're getting on the roads on Long Island on the Northern State Parkway westbound, there's an accident by Roslyn Road causing delays. Then over on the Belt, there's another out there by Lefferts Boulevard. This is in the westbound lane. Stop and go all the way back almost to the Southern State Parkway at this point. Over on the Jackie Robinson Parkway, there's an accident westbound by Metropolitan Avenue. That's not helping the delays on the Grand Central this morning. And heading over to the BQE, we do have an accident out there westbound by Metropolitan Avenue. That blocks the left lane. We also have emergency vehicles on the eastbound side of the road, so expect delays in both directions here. And heading over to the Major Deegan, we still have one southbound by Van Cortlandt Park South. Now we'll take a quick live look outside at the Lincoln Tunnel, where you have about a 25-minute wait inbound here, 20 minutes inbound at the George Washington Bridge, and 20 minutes at the Holland Tunnel. But if you're heading towards the Holland Tunnel, you might want to take the Turnpike extension because we still have that disabled truck in the local lanes on 1 and 9 if you're trying to take truck route 1 and 9 instead. Back to you, Darlene and Pat.
Okay, Lauren, thank you. 6:47 right now. The gunman arrested for the shootings inside a Washington State shopping mall will make his first court appearance today. 20-year-old Arkan Seddon is accused of killing 4 women and 1 man at the Cascade Mall near Seattle Friday night. He was arrested after a nearly 24-hour manhunt. The motives for the shootings is not yet known.
The Miami Marlins returned to the field today, just one day after the death of pitcher Jose Fernandez. Team officials, including former Yankee Don Mattingly, just overcome with emotion at a news conference, some of them just unable to speak at all. Fernandez was one of 3 people who died in a boat crash early Sunday morning near Miami. Authorities say they don't believe that alcohol or drugs played a role in that crash. Miami will host the Mets tonight.
And you look at this young man, and what they talk about is the joy with which he played. He fled Cuba. Many times he attempted. On one attempt, he actually jumped in the water to save his mom, who had fallen in. And I mean, the family, who usually those are the ones closest and feel it the most, right? They're just all heartbroken,
Just a
as you could
lovely
only
young
imagine.
man.
All right, 6:49 right now. Lots more coming up on this Monday morning. An artist tricking tourists by changing history. See if you can tell what's real and what's made up.
Today's traffic report is brought to you by the Jeep Celebration event going on now.
With great power comes legendary capability. Now get 20% off MSRP cash allowance for an average of $7,600 in savings on select Jeep Cherokee Trailhawk models in dealer stock.
Waitress. It's a little slice of heaven. Fresh, funny, and empowering. A monumental contribution to Broadway. The New York Times raves. Jessie Mueller's performance is a high point of the Broadway season. Sarah Bareilles' score is a beauty. The women of Waitress are changing Broadway. Don't miss Waitress. For tickets, visit waitressthemusical.com.
Today we're going to talk about the all-new 2016 Chevy Cruze, but you're only going to answer me in emojis. So this Cruze has built-in 4G LTE Wi-Fi with 24 gigs of data. It also comes with 24 months of Sirius XM satellite radio.
Like word, Chevy. That's the way to go.
Current qualified competitive lessees can get this Chevy Cruze for around $169 a month. See your local Chevy dealer.
It's back to school, and Rawson Reports uncovers some valuable lessons.
16 pounds. 19 pounds.
More than 50 grams of sugar.
All you need to know for a safe, happy, and healthy school year. Our special series, this week on Today.
6 nights for 2 in Italy. It's a dream vacation you could win during the anniversary sale at Raymore & Flanigan. Honoring over 6 decades in business, everything is on sale. Save up to $400 on dining and bedrooms. Over $800 on sofas and sectionals. Queen Sealy Posturepedic sets on sale for $799 with 0% APR for 60 months. Plus, enter in-store or online for a chance to win a tour of Italy. Savings and an anniversary giveaway ends Monday, 9 p.m. at Raymore & Flanigan.
Depression can be a debilitating condition. Now there is a new treatment available that does not involve the use of drugs.
NeuroStar TMS therapy is FDA cleared. 1 million treatment sessions have been delivered at some of the biggest hospitals in the country.
I went on a series of medications that either didn't work or the side effects were just intolerable. Since I've done NeuroStar therapy, I'm a better Martha, not only for my family and my friends, but for me.
Visit neurostar.com for more.
When you were 8, you wanted to fly. When you were 13, to be a rock star. At 20, an artist. All these years later, you realize you had it right the first time. The 2016 Q50 from Infiniti. Lease the all-wheel drive Infiniti Q50 2-liter turbo for $299 a month. Visit your tri-state Infiniti retailer.
Did you hear the one about the giant octopus that took down the Staten Island ferry?
I think I heard that one.
We weren't fooled, but a Staten Island artist is using a fake memorial to try to fool you.
Yeah, it's all about a Staten Island ferry disaster that never happened. So there's a very real-looking monument in the Battery detailing how a giant octopus took down a ferry in the 60s. There's even a mock documentary on YouTube. And there's a website for the Staten Island Ferry Octopus Disaster Memorial Museum, complete with gift shop and everything. The artist behind it tells Gothamist It's a joke.
Did you see somebody left flowers at the monument in the picture?
Yes, because a lot of people are going to fall for it. I could have sworn that Matt Lauer was live at that story when it happened, but I'm not quite sure.
At 2. Really?
Good one, Darlene.
Really?
Touché.
Well, if I was throwing back to you in the studio.
Okay. No, he didn't.
Oh, man.
You know that's not possible.
Anyway, ladies, good to see you. Coming up on a Monday here on Today, a Super Bowl-sized audience set to watch tonight's first presidential debate. The stakes couldn't be higher for Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. We're going to have in-depth coverage, and their campaign managers will join us.
Also ahead, we're going to look back at the life and legacy of a golf icon, Arnold Palmer.
Those stories, and can you tell just by looking if someone's having a boy or a girl? We'll put some popular theories to the test, and then Savannah will reveal what she is having.
Oh, good.
He goes up like 4 octaves. Charlie just got out of his pen and ran over here with that noise.
Oh my gosh. Now we're not even going to be able to leave the studio today because I got to tune in. All right, Savannah.
Thank you.
All right, Matt.
We'll
see you in a little bit.
Bye.
See you guys soon. Exciting. All right, coming up next, one last look at what to expect during tonight's anticipated debate.
You're watching Today New York.